Hi, welcome back. Today I'm going to take a look at the new box set from Flames of War. We have it here. Battlefront sent this to me quite recently. I'm a big fan of Flames of War, and I'm a really big fan of Battlefront's starter sets for this game. I personally think these are some of the best starter sets for any miniature game on the market today. They are great value. They are rammed full of stuff to get you started with two small armies. So you could buy into this with a friend, and it retails in the UK between the £40 and £50 mark, depending on where you go. The last starter set I bought was Hit the Beach, and that was in the 30 to 40 price mark, but that was a few years ago, and obviously inflation, prices going up. It's now sort of 40 to 50. So you, depending where you pick it up from, you can get it around nearly closer to 40 or closer to 50, depending where you go. But it's still a great value box set, and it's still an excellent way into Flames of War. This time it's Germans versus Russians in the battle for sort of Berlin and that side of Germany at the latter end of the war. So basically, let's crack it open and see what's inside. We have the Clash of Steel box. I also have the unit cards and command cards, as well as the book, but we'll take a look at those at another video. So for now, we'll just look at the actual starter set. If I just flip this back over, so as you can see, you're going to get quite a bit in there. If we just look over here, so the Germans, you get a Panther, or 3 Panther tanks, 2 Panzer 70s tank hunters, 1 Jag Tiger tank hunter, and then a platoon of Panzer Grenadiers. The Soviets, you'll get 4 T-34s, 2 IS-2 tanks, and 2 ISU assault 122 assault guns, along with 3 armoured cars and a motor rifle company with about 35 miniatures in. As always, these are great starter boxes. I actually think these are some of the best starter boxes on the market today for any game out there. That Battlefront managed to pack a lot in fun and great value for money. Anyway, let's crack this open and take a closer look at the spruce. As you can see, the box is absolutely rammed with stuff. Now, the armies come in 2 different colours. So the sort of yellowish colour is German, and the green colour is Soviets. So you can build them, get playing without having to get them painted straight away. The actual figures are grey, so those we won't be able to differentiate between the two very easily without getting some paint on them. But let's start picking some of the sprues and having a look. Okay, so we have the Panzer at the L70. Here again, nice little kit. Tracks all in one piece. It's easy to put on, not fiddly at all. And we get 2 of those. Now, next we'll so we have 3 of these ones, the tank hunters. You there is the options for the two different types. So you can go tank hunter or normal tank. I would go tank hunter personally, but I've got quite a big German army already, so I don't have any of these, so that would be why I go for that option. And then we have some additional parts. These will be to make up the Panthers. With enough gubbins on them to build. Right, we have Soviets, the ISU 122. Nice little tank hunter piece. We've got the gubbins. We do have all of the track parts and for all the tanks come separately, so you get your bases either this variant or these. So you'll get these for the T-34s, and then you've got these for the IS-122 and the IS-2. So on a separate sprue you've got the actual turret area and weaponry and various other bits and pieces. So you get two of those. We then get our T-34, which we can make two variants. You have got the variant that can with the 85 millimeter gun or the 76 millimeter gun. So you've got options there. I'd probably go for the 85 rather than the 76 personally. And so we've got HQ and a full platoon with that. Then we have our IS-2. And so we get two top area variants. And I'm missing a turret, it seems, there on that one. Must have fallen out in the box. Anyway, so if I move that, so there we've got our turret there, and we've got some gun options as well with that one. And then the one that I'm really liking, I have this thing for armoured cars, is our armoured car. Nice little armoured car kit for the Soviets. I'm quite partial to an armoured car. These are the BA-64 types, a little sort of scout recon car, armoured car. They won't last much long range if in front of a tank, so anyone that's new to playing Soviets, keep these away from German tanks. And next we'll have a look at the infantry. So we have our infantry. We've got two sprues of these. And these give you a normal rifle teams. But what it also has is medium machine guns. So you get two of those, which are quite useful in keeping the German infantry at bay. They're really nice scopes for a 15mm. The detailing on them is really good. I'm quite impressed with those. They're 15mm miniatures. Infantry figures wise have improved drastically over the years. It used to be they used to produce them all in metal, and I don't think the detail was as good as they are now. So we have our Germans. nice selection of Grenadiers. We've got a good selection of MGs in there, and we get, as with the Russians, we get 2 sprues worth. So these are great for occupying, put them into buildings and stuff like that, and taking out their opposition, as in infantry wise. You've got, these will also easily take out the armoured cars with the MGs and the Panzerschrecks and stuff like that. So yeah, very nice miniatures, Germans. Good selection there of those. So what else do you get in the box? Well, you get all the usual. You get the bases here, enough bases for all the infantry. We also get our dice. We also get a couple of sprues of tank commanders to go in all of the vehicles. And we do also have resin ones for these. Will be for the armoured cars. Let's just get them out of the bag and see if we can get a better look at them. They're quite small. But they're nicely detailed. And then we get the rules, A5 rule book, which comes with every starter, and then the unit cards. And a quick guide, play guide. This is probably the first one you need. I would recommend reading this first for anyone that's new to the game. This will take you through each phase of the game, for shooting, movement, assault, shooting at infantry, shooting at vehicles. It's nicely laid out. It's quite easy to read. I'd start with that first. Maybe play your first game having used the quick start rules before you delve into the more in-depth rules. And then we have unit cards. Let's see if I can get this open and something, have a look. There we go. So we got formation card for both Soviets and the Germans. And then our individual unit cards with all the information that's required on there. This makes things a lot easier now to play with these cards. A lot of games are doing this now. So, like I said, we've got the Panzer, Late Panther, Battle Group for the Late Panther, Jag Tiger. I'm looking forward to playing this. I've not had one of these in my German army yet, so this is going to be quite nice to see how they work. The AS-122 self-propelled battery. Though I think so, they call it self-propelled battery artillery. I'm going to use it as a tank hunter. I'm not sure how effective it's going to be, but it's more tank hunters to me than artillery. And then we got our T-34s. Great tank. Saw action not only in the World War II but during the Korea, in the forces of the North Koreans and with the Chinese forces. The IS-2, the heavier tank. Very good, versatile heavy tank that. Nice bit of kit. And then we got the BA-64s, armoured car platoon. And then we have the Motor Rifle Company. So I mean, they're all nicely laid out. You've got all of the weapons, range, rate of fire, anti-tank, firepower on the front. On the back, it will tell you what point-wise they are, any options you can take, and then special rules for each. And that's the same with all of them. So we look at the T-34, we've got the same again, and we've got our armour on here. And then we have detachment point wise, and then T-34 forward detachment, and the options you can take, special rules. Right, so that's that. Next, I'm just going to build a couple of items. Just to see what they look like. So I'll build them up and then I'll come back. So I've managed to build T-34 with a commander. Oh, they've moved about a bit. Pretty easy build. The trickiest part is these two bits here because they're quite small. Other than that, fairly easy and quick to build. Built up the armour car. I haven't put the weapon on the front yet, mainly because I want to paint the gunner on the sprue before I put him in, and I have a feeling that if I put the gun on first before I put the figure in, I might have difficulty getting the figure in afterwards. So I'm going to paint him up and then place him in and attach the gun. So I'll have to paint the gun on the sprue and paint this before I attach those two parts. Then we have a Panther. Now this is one I made and painted earlier. I bought some Panther late war Panthers before this kit came out. So this is what Panther will look like. The only difference is as you can see on the sprue, that the turret is slightly different. It's not got the extra armour on it like this one has. The shirts and I guess what they call it. But otherwise it's basically the same tank. So built is what it will look. That's what it will look like. Don't think I'm going to paint them in the same way though. I might use a couple of different colours. But it's a really easy kit to build. And they're, like I said, they're nice and easy to paint. Like I said before, the Battlefront starter sets for Flames of War and Team Yankee are, in my opinion, some of the best on the market. They are really good value for money. I mean, the amount you get packed in there is just unbelievable. I mean, I ended up getting 2 copies of Hit the Beach when that one came out because I was so impressed with it. And I think I'll probably pick up another starter set of this one. I mean, this one was sent to me by Battlefront for review, but I would definitely pick up another one myself to go alongside this, because you get a good selection of vehicles. I mean, you can't go wrong with a ton of T-34s in a Soviet army. The IS-2s are nice backups with a bigger heavy tank to deal with things like Panthers and Tigers. But your bulk of your any Soviet force is going to be T-34. So yeah, I'm definitely going to get another set, and it's quite nice to have more Panthers. I'm a big fan of Panther. I prefer Panthers to Tigers, and then the other bits and pieces with the Germans is just the extra bonus, really. So, well, that's all for now. See you next time, and the next video we'll start looking at the unit cards for the Soviets. Get it right way up. So we'll look at the unit cards and the command cards, as well as the book. I've got the book as well, the Soviet book, so we'll have a look at that as well in the next video. All right, see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe.